Bartek, this is my Beaver repository on gitlab.eufus.psnc that I have previously imported from GitHub. And now what I would like to do is to add some code here and see the changes on my initial repository, which is this main repository. How can I do this?
So the first thing you want to do is to get to your own repository on GitHub, and we will have to acquire a developer token to give the GitLab ability to push changes to your own repository on GitHub. So first of all, you need to go to your profile, go to settings, then go to developer settings, personal access token, and you will need to generate new token. Here we give some sample node, give the expiration date, and click on the repo because we want to do everything with repo. We generate the token. We copy it because we only see it once, probably somewhere in the nodes. And then we go back to our repository on GitLab, go to settings.
Okay, maybe let me first generate the token and then we will jump here, okay? So
Sure.
let me try to do this. Let me try to get the token. So okay, so what I do is I'm going here to my repository.
Then you go to your profile.
Okay, profile, settings. Okay, now at the bottom, personal access token.
Yes.
Okay, generate new token.
Yes.
And I will call it mirror test.
Yes, exactly.
And I will leave it as it is for now. I'm choosing the repo and generate token. And as you said, I have to copy it. So I will just copy it and store it somewhere in a safe place for the future reference. Okay, so I'm done. So let's get back to gitlab.eufus. Let's see what should I do next.
Okay, so let me maybe share the screen. So now, after you acquire your token, you will need to go to your settings, to your repository settings. We go to the mirroring repositories. Here, we input the remote repository URL. Here, we put password. So our password is our token we generated. And as you can see, you don't type any user here. You have to put your user in the URL. So if we go to some random Git repository, I will have to add, in my example, my username and an @ symbol. And you create a mirror and update it. So maybe you will try to do it.
Okay, so I have my Beaver project on GitLab. As you mentioned, I'm going to settings, repository. Okay, there is this mirroring repositories option. So I'm going here, and you mentioned that I have to put the repository location here. So okay, let me take it. So I will go into my repositories, which I have here. So we have Beaver. I am copying the whole name of the repository, paste it here. Here you mentioned that I have to put my username.
Yes.
PSNC, okay, so it's done. And here I should put my token. So let me just copy paste it
Mhm.
from the safe place where I have stored it in the previous step. Okay, here we go. Now I'm pressing mirror repository.
Yes.
And that's
And
it.
yes, you successfully made or give GitLab information that you will mirror this repository as a push repository. So any changes you will do on your repository on GitLab can be synchronized with your GitLab repository. So now
Okay,
maybe
so how can I test it?
yeah, maybe you should make some changes. Maybe add a new branch and change something in the README.
Okay, so I'm going here. I'm going to new branch.
Yeah.
So I will create new branch. Let's call it mirror test. It will be created from master. I will just create it here. And you said I should change something here in README. Okay, so
Yeah.
just go here. Okay, now I'm going down, and here I'm typing in some new test for mirroring purposes. Okay, and I am creating a commit. So now
And
I can just
commit.
commit. Great, it's done.
Okay.
So what should I do now?
Don't do merge request because yeah, that's right now not necessary. Go to your settings and repository,
Mm-hmm.
and on the mirroring repositories, go down and click this refresh button. Yes, update now, and this will sync your repositories.
Mm-hmm. It
Then
looks like the repository is being updated.
yes, exactly, and you should check your repository on GitHub.
Okay, so now let's take a look at my original repository. So I will check here. Okay, I can see some changes already here. So let's go down. And yes, indeed, we have a new test for mirroring purposes here. And we have this new branch, which is called mirror test, which was created on gitlab.eufus. So
Yeah, exactly. So that's how you create a mirror, a push mirror, so that you synchronize changes in your GitLab repository with your outside repository.